لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. Thank Allah Azza wa Jalla. We glorify Him. It is fun to His wonders. May the peace and blessing of Almighty Allah be upon our noblest of mankind, Prophet Muhammad, the son of Abdullah. The peace and blessing continue to be upon his household, his companions, and those treading the path he has left to the day of resurrection. In continuation of our talk on my mental health, we're looking at depression. We're looking at different types of depression. We've discussed major depression. We're looking at persistent depression. And I want to look at today the differences between major depression and persistent depression. Major depressive disorder, MDD, and persistent depressive disorder, PDD. We look at the differences in like 4 areas. One, in terms of symptoms. We're talking about the major depressive disorder. The symptoms, it has severe symptoms that feature intense feelings of sadness, very intense. Intense feelings of hopelessness. Has lost their hope. Intense feeling of loss of interest in pleasurable things, activities. On the contrary, we're talking about the of persistent depressive disorder. Is having mild or moderate symptoms. So mild or moderate symptoms. It's a low grade one. Persistent feelings of sadness. Yes, persistent this night. There's a feeling of sadness. There's a feeling of hopelessness. There's a feeling of loss of interest in activities. In terms of symptoms, major depressive disorder is severe sadness, hopelessness, loss of interest. While persistent depressive disorder is having mild and more or moderate feeling of sadness, hopelessness, and loss of interest. Second, in terms of the episode, the major depressive disorder is having a chronic episode that occurs in distinct episodes, and can last from weeks to months. Why the persistent depressive disorder, these symptoms persist for 2 or more years. Major, just few months, weeks, months. The individual is a great challenge. But the persistent one, for more than 2 years and above, the impairment, another difference. In major depressive disorder, there is a great impairment. It affects, interferes with the individual's life, daily life, individual's social life. It's our relationship with people, it's our relationship with wife, it's our relationship with children, it's our relationship with immediate neighbor, with friends. It has great impairment on social relationship, on occupational relationship, on his work, on other areas of life. That is major. Why the persistent depressive disorder is having less impairment, less interference with the individual's life, daily life, social life, relationships, occupation, work, friendship, and other aspects of life. In terms of duration, they have different. In terms of duration, major depressive disorder is having episode that lasts between 2 weeks. 2 weeks to several months. 2 weeks to several months. severe, intense feeling of sadness, intense feeling of hopelessness, intense feeling of of loss of interest. While the persistent depressive disorder is symptoms persist for at least 2 years. At least 2 years and above. There are general differences between the major depressive disorder and persistent depressive disorder. Thank you as we continue our next discussion. Assalamu alaikum.